I'm called Kannyeke Kenneth. Some people know me as a Kannyeke Kenneth Caldwell Taurang. My real name is Kannyeke Kenneth. I got that name Taurang from a city in New Zealand, and Caldwell is a name for my godfather. Kenneth is a fitness and wellness coach. Some of us use the word instructor, but we can also use the coach, though we are used to coaches who do soccer, rugby and other sports, but also in fitness we call them coaches. So I'm a wellness and fitness coach with a degree in mass communication, a certificate in sports and recreation, and I'm also working on a certificate in weight loss management, which is very, very important, very, very crucial when it comes to managing weight loss with our clients. Well, that's a very good question, and it comes in time, because it seems everyone is asking me what motivates you. For example, if I sat down and ran from Kampala, let's say to Mukono, someone would ask you, what is motivating you? After all, it's not a race that you're going to win a lot of money. But from the beginning, I was motivated by my uncle. He was called Anthony Bunjo. Anthony Bunjo was a former boxer. He used to do boxing. So I used to stay with him in my early 20s. Anthony would wake up early in the morning and go jogging every day early in the morning and leaves us in bed. And I would ask myself, oh, how comes young as I am in my youthful times stay in bed and just look at an aging man in his late 50s going for jogging? I said, no, I should kick this laziness. From then I started jogging, I started moving. So he's the very first person to motivate me in this thing of fitness and wellness. And from then I didn't give back. Do we really have to exercise regularly? Do we really have to exercise every day? My answer is not every day. We need time off. But regularly is different from exercising every day. Isn't it so? Because I might be exercising 5 days a week, but not every day. But exercising 5 days a week is exercising regularly. One, I exercise regularly because I need to keep myself on peak. And remember, in fitness, once you gain some results, once you gain something, and you give up, and you stop, you're going to end up losing it. And once lost, you may not be able to gain it in a short time. It's going to take a long time and a tough situation for you to gain your goals that you've gained. So I exercise regularly to keep my fitness in move, and again to keep my peak up. I need to be fit every day. That's why I run. I do aerobics, I do chorus, I do HIIT, cardio, everything. And that is regularly just because I have to keep my peak and again to keep my fitness. Again, being a fitness instructor, imagine you're not going to be a fitness instructor when you're unfit. You just have to maintain that fitness to keep that brand moving on. For example, imagine having a teacher who is not attending class and is always coming for homework. That means if I don't exercise regularly, I'm going to be like that teacher who stays home and just come for homework and examination results. Definitely, there are immeasurable, countless benefits I've got from this. First of all, something people will not know are the friends. Exercises, workouts have brought to me many friends I can't even mention. I'm surviving on those friends workouts brought to me, especially running. When I do a running fit, people will get motivated, and definitely I get friends both in Uganda locally and international. I will give you an instance. During lockdown, I had online and live Facebook videos. Many people from abroad, especially from America, well, let's say the 23rd veterans from Kuwait and America, they were working out with me. I got these friends, they were sending me gifts, talk about the shoes, talk about the outfits, and some other stuffs I can't mention. So I've earned a lot of friends. Secondly, working out has helped me to minimize the costs of going in, or the costs of going and buying drugs. I started running now almost 17 years ago. For the last 15 years, I don't remember going to the hospital for a non-communicable disease. I don't remember going to see a doctor because I'm having malaria. I don't remember going to see a doctor. You see, even when I go for a full body checkup, for instance, doctors will be mesmerized, they will be happy, they will be surprised that everything on me is okay, despite spending 15 years without going to the hospital. Some people say, oh, you're running away from the doctor. No, I'm not running away from the doctor, but I'm running away to tell people, yes, we can minimize medical costs. Thirdly, sometimes back I had a fit, that was a running fit. I remember winning because sometimes I do my activism through working out. Activism and working out. I won the Heroes Award 2016 from the Uganda Human Rights Commission and the French Embassy, and that award is a big thing for me. I have it in my house, and it's a big thing being from the French Embassy and the Human Rights Network, Human Rights Commission. It is so a big thing because it was also funded by Diaconia, which is an international Christian civil society, and the Uganda Human Rights Network, which is HURINET, and the Uganda Human Rights Commission. So that's a big achievement for me. It's a big achievement for me. People asking me, you call yourself a runner, but we don't see you in Olympics. You call yourself a runner, we don't see you in the national trials. You call yourself a runner, but we don't see you where we see Cheptegei. Look, everyone is a winner. I always tell people, don't work hard to beat someone. Because once you work hard to beat someone or to beat other people, everyone is going to work hard to beat you. And at the end of the day, you're going to be disappointed. But what to do? Work hard. Whatever you do, work hard to be special. Let us be special in whatever we are doing. For instance, in December 2017, when I ran to Ginger, everyone was asking me, are there medals you're going to win? No. But this is activism through running. The message that we are sending to the public and the whole world, that we need to stop these killings and we need to investigate the killings we are doing against women, the violence against our women, the domestic violence should stop. The message was spread. Media houses were with us, radio stations, TV stations, magazines were with us, and our message was disseminated. For that, I won. I'm a winner with that. Secondly, if you say I'm not a winner, it is quite different. Because there are so many people who are stuck on couches. They can't even run a mile. I can run 50 kilometers in a day. I can run more than that. But look, so many people are there, stuck. They can't win that. So if you look at me as a winner, seeing me in Olympics, that's pretty something very different. But to tell you, I'm a winner. I've got a lot, like I've told you, I've got friends from this thing. I've kept my health and lifestyle up. So I'm a winner. I can't say I'm not winning in this. I'm a winner. Despite not being in Olympics, despite not being in big events, I'm a winner in running. I'm an athlete. Of course, everything has got ups and downs. But in this thing, since I got the motivation, there are things I had to embark on. For instance, consistency. Because there are some days when I even didn't have a pair of shoes to help me go down. There are some days when I didn't have a meal to eat after my workouts. There are some days when I didn't have a meal to eat before my workout, what we call the post and the pre-workout treats. There are some days I didn't have that. If I show you some of my shoes I used to have during my early days, you will be surprised. These days there is a saying, they were smelling and they were 100% torn. But I never gave up. So those challenges are still there. How? For example, I would be having a long distance run, but I do not have the shoes that fit in there. Long distance shoes are so different from short distance runs. For example, if you go to Nambole to run a track at the field, you will need spikes, but we don't use spikes for running long distances. For example, marathons, half marathons, we use other shoes. So that would be a challenge. Outfits, I will not be complaining about outfits. But the other challenge I have are the people who think that, like you've asked before, are the people who think that being an athlete, you must be having a team. You can be your own team. For the recent 17 years, I've been doing solo. I've been running solo. I've been training solo. And to remind you, I started running when I was 23 years. This is not innate. It is not inborn. You know, it is something I nurtured. I had big cheeks, like a pig that is suffering from mumps, but I worked on that. To tell you, to break the story short, all these barriers were broken. And I said, no, I have to pick the motivation. I have to get the mantle and dismantle all those barriers, and I keep moving. And at the end of the day, one day I remember I was jogging from Rugogo to home. I was staying in Chitintale. Then Kiprotich, his manager by then, and his coach is called Naris Vijingo. He picked me on the road and he told me, "Guy, can you please first stop? Can I give you a ride?" Yet he wanted to tell me something. He told me, "Guy, you can compete with those guys. Can you please join us for our training camps?" You see, it is not something that was inborn, but now some people are seeing me as a racer, someone who can compete in big games. Even if some people, when they find me on the road in Kampala roads, they think I'm a Kenyan training from here. Someday some guy told me, "Oh, look, this Kenyan ran away from COVID from Kenya and is now training in Uganda." So if I started running at the age of 23 and the people are seeing this in me, I'm a winner, I trust. What other people should learn from me, actually, the ability, the mantle to dismantle barriers. I always talk about this. I always emphasize this. In everything you're going to start on, there are barriers. What do you need? You just need that mantle to dismantle those barriers. There are people who are going to say you can't. I saw those people. They used to tell me, you're moving naked. But look, where in this world are you going to find an athlete running in a suit? Where in this world are you going to find an athlete running in a kanzu? Nowhere. But such people are going to try to put you down. Those are the barriers I'm telling you to dismantle. Another barrier is the barrier of thinking that, oh, these things are for rich people. By the way, people are thinking working out is for rich people. I tell you, working out, doing exercise is not for rich people. It's for all of us. You need to get yourself off the couch. If you cannot afford a gym, if you cannot afford paying for a gym, the road is free. You pay that tax. Please go and jog. Go do some push-ups on the roadside or somewhere in the courtyard, on the field. Please go and do something there. I would like to inspire some people that we can break the barriers. Sometimes I do very, very long distances, what we call ultra runs, so that I can inspire people. I can motivate people and tell them, look, it's not about what you have, but it's about what you can do. I would request them to get inspired from that and do that. Again, another thing of thinking that, oh, for example, if you want to be rich, you don't have to be born in a rich family. If you want to be a runner, for instance, I'm a runner. Some people call me a runner, and that's true. I'm a runner because I run. You don't have to be born a runner. Nurture that thing you want in you. If you want to be a journalist, when you go to a journalism school, before even you hit a journalism school, you're already a journalist. You have the nose for. You will be sniffing. When a neighbor fights, you will definitely, what are they doing? So don't wait to be born a runner. Don't wait to be born fit. You will not be born fit, I'm telling you. This is something you have to nurture. So please, don't wait for that moment. Just get on and get. Then another thing that you should learn is that listening to everything. Churchill said you don't have to throw stones to every barking dog. He was right. He was right. I usually find people on the road when I'm running. Why don't you go and compete with this? You can't run, you can't win. And you tell this person, please, can you run with me? And the person said, no, I can't. So sometimes you need, and again, I always tell people, if someone tells you that you can't do something, do it 2 times. If someone says you can't do 10 push-ups, do 20 for that person. If someone tells you you can't run 20 kilometers, why don't you do 40? Then another thing I would like also to tell people, our brothers from Europe and somewhere, they always tell us to have themes. You cannot be a jack of all and a master of none. That's one of the most terrible things. Even in workouts, even in business, we want to be jack of all but master of none. You know, in fitness, the same thing. You cannot be a weightlifter and at the same time a cardio coach and at the same time what? You need to get those things. For instance, Coach Ken is a cardio coach. If you want to lose weight, I will deliver the results. If you want the six packs, is what we call the abs, I will deliver the results. If you want your body tone like mine, I will deliver the results. But if you want me to build the body and you look like I will not deliver because I have a thing. Being fit is not all about doing physical exercises. That question is on point. Being fit is not just about doing physical exercises. Being fit goes with a lot of things. One, healthy meals. Avoid junk. Once you work out and you stick to junk meals, junk foods, my friend, I'm telling you, if you don't delay to get your results, you may not be able to get the results. Because for instance, if you walk up here and you work out for 1 hour and you go and load a lot of carbs, I will not mention some of those junk foods, you know, I will not mention them, and you go and eat all that junk, you've wasted your time. So working out, doing physical exercises goes with healthy meals. Please consider that. Don't just come to the gym or just go to the road to work out only to go back and eat junk. 2, you have to choose your time. It should be planned. For instance, you should get time to rest. Yes, we work out, but we need time to rest. Sleeping is very, very crucial. If you work out, I tell you, without resting, you're not going to rest to get results. God created time, night time for resting, and He created daytime for. And this night time for resting is also helping us to deliver the results we need during daytime. I ran 100 kilometers from Jinja to Kampala. It was the 3rd December 2017. This is one of the memorable days because it was my very first ultra run. I was so glad it was my first ultra run, and imagine I did 100 kilometers. So the theme for that run was running against violence against women. Those days we were having a lot of violence against women. Gender-based violence was too much. Domestic violence was too much. A lot of women around Masaka, Wakisa and Kampala were killed. And up to now we haven't got a report. We haven't got a report from the investigating parties. So I ran to Jinja to tell people, please, this must stop. That's what motivated me. And actually that's the reason for winning the Heroes Award in that year from the Uganda Human Rights Commission. So basically what motivated me was the painful situation our mothers were going through. The mothers, the domestic violence, and the gender-based violence. Yeah, my future ambitions are many. First of all, as it stands now, I'm working on a brand. The brand is not Kenneth, because Kenneth is dying tomorrow and is going to be having kids. How are these kids going to benefit? So I'm working on a brand that's going to benefit others. That's going to benefit my children and everyone around and the whole society. So now I'm building a brand called Caldwell Fitness. Caldwell Fitness is now officially registered and legally registered with URSB. So Caldwell Fitness can now hold an event. Caldwell Fitness can do merchandise as we prepare for more things. So my future ambition is to build a strong fitness and wellness brand that can be having a team of nutritionists, a team of fitness instructors, and so many other things. So basically my future ambition is now building a very strategic, strong fitness brand, fitness and wellness brand. Uganda is the most physically active nation in the whole world. Uganda is the most physically active nation in the whole world. Even if you search about that, that is the truth. In Uganda, we are the people who do physical activities more than any other country. But the most surprising thing is that we are not the most healthy people. The most healthy nation is Spain, but they are not the most active physically. So what does it mean? This means that maybe we are physically active, but maybe we are not doing right things. Because according to the research, they also made the research basing on someone who was walking from Namungo to Kamoch every day. So this person is physically active, but look, he's just walking, but he needs to do more things. And I suspect and I think if we are doing things the right way, we would be the most healthy country, taking over Spain, and the most active country. So, with that question, I would say, yes, Ugandans are very active. Ugandans are doing a lot of activities, physical activities. For instance, if we had the M10 marathon, that M10 marathon would be 95% Ugandans. And if you talk about other marathons like Kenya or Boston Marathon or America Marathon, Chicago Marathon, you'll find that only the nationals are totaling to like 70%, but in Uganda, we are physically active, I will say that. But that doesn't stop me from calling more people to come and join physical activities. Physical activities are very important. First of all, when we talk about non-communicable diseases, for that we fight it. When you are physically active, you fight that. Talk about diabetes. Talk about blood pressure, maintaining your blood pressure. You need physical activities. Apparently, if I'm talking about the current situation, the current Dracula, I call it a Dracula. It's an enemy. That's COVID-19. You see, the science behind people who are physically active, they've been surviving somehow. COVID-19 has not been hurting them as it hurts people who are not physically active. So please, this is a call, this is an alarm that please let's get something else is within us. Something like COVID is within us. We need to fight it. Dear Dream Chasers, I've got something to tell you because I know there are so many Dream Chasers who are aspiring also to be economically fit. There are also Dream Chasers who are aspiring to be physically fit. Maybe like me, I want some, I'm the best, but I'm trying to be. And I'm sure I am fit. But what I tell them are some of the things we've talked about. For instance, please consider your feeding habits very crucial. Eat well, eat healthy meals. Please break the barriers. Don't ever think that fitness is only in the gym. In the gym, what we have are this. There's a treadmill there. That road is a treadmill. There's a cross trainer here. That road is a cross trainer. If you can't afford going to a gym, if it is 20,000 and you want to save that 20,000 for a meal, please go on the road. Dismantle the barriers, feed well, get motivated, hit the road, hit the gym if you can, and work out. That's all I can tell you.